Opening play, and Stroud will throw it. And his first look is incomplete. When you look at this defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Stroud to throw it. That's complete to Pierce. Through the middle of the field. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Texans need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25. They will throw on first down with Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Here's 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up
now Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They'll run with Mixon. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Now Burrow on first down. He will find his man Chase, complete. Down to the 10. Touchdown! Jamar Chase, 62 yards. And the Dragons respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. King going to look to bring it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
The second down throw now from Stroud. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Pierce. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards there, a first down. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, It's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Tank Dell, a 15-yard touchdown grab, and the Texans have taken the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. From his end zone, Wilson. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The long drive last time out for this offense, Charles, if you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 41. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. And Stroud now to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. This is caught inside the 15. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. Stroud is hit and the ball is loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Stroud working out of the gun. Dancing to his left. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. Stroud. And this is going to be intercepted. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. Well, I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down. As you said, in the red zone, definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the 17-yard line.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Well, the offense, Charles, they were flirting with disaster, already backed up deep in their own territory. So the interception and the pick 6 ensued. That was a big play.
It certainly was, and the short field gave him the rare opportunity to take it all the way back and quickly. And once he saw that he had an open field, there's no way he's going to let that opportunity slip away, and finds his way into the end zone.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. 4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. After the pick 6, here's Burrow again. And his throw is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Will Anderson in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Now 3rd down and very long. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Texans will take over. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On 1st down, here's Stroud. Throwing left sideline complete. That's Schultz. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Now Stroud. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown. They'll
run for it with Pierce. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Dameon Pierce. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Fairbairn at the kickoff for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
From his end zone, Wilson. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Burrow will throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Mixon looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 2nd and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. Burrow looking to pass. And it'll be intercepted.
And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before break. Stroud trying to lay one up deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And it looks like this one won't work out. Hands team able to secure the football.
Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you've got no shot then.
Here's 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
It's Mixon on the counter. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Again, it's Mixon. He's able to get 6, a nice pickup down to the 21.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. First down, here's Burrow. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Dragons are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Zach Taylor's made the decision. They'll go for 2 here. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it.
And it's incomplete, but a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got.
So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. It's the correct call.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. King going to look to bring it out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Second and 10. Stroud looking to throw.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Taken from just outside the 30. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Here's Andy Lee now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And the punt kicks out of bounds, and they will spot it right at the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. That is caught by Dell. Touchdown, Houston. Take Dell with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Texans 34, Dragons 15.
And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry up. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
A gain of 9 yards. And a Honolulu first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up
From the gun to give to Mixon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Joe Mixon, 33 yards. And the Dragons are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. So there you go. They needed a big play, and they got one there on the touchdown run.
And that was a very important drive. Of course, they all are when you're trailing in the second half. But what I really liked, they didn't panic. They knew they still had time to run the football and keep playing their game.
And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line.
And they're on 34-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. Touchdown, Houston. Take Dell, 66 yards. And the Texans will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. And the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 28 yards.
That's good for a Honolulu first down.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Inside handoff to Mixon. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 101 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Back to Mixon on 1st down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's a gain of 8.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. And Mixon not going to get there. Running into a wall here, and they'll stop him short. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that 1st down gain of 8. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A big-time sack there on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Throwing now is Stroud. Pass complete downfield. It's Pierce. Stiff-armed him. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Here's Stroud. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans are able to stretch out their lead. Yet another touchdown in what has just been a high-scoring affair, a fun one to watch, and it's the rookie quarterback. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say, they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him.
The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sack.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Flushed out right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Taking a shot for Dell here. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Battle.
And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Sprout's pass.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
3rd and 5.
3rd and 5.
Now it's Burrow.
And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. There he goes, right side.
Down the right sideline.
And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown.
Well, we've hit the classic time in a game where an offense continues to roll, and many people are saying, why? In this case, they're just telling the defense, you don't want us to score? Stop us.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. But now if they wanted to, they could move the ball up to the 1 and go for 2.
Yeah, that's exactly right, because normally the ball's at the 2 when you go for 2. But if they want it now and force the penalty to the 1.
Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
But it looks like
a big seam, and he might go all the way. And can you believe this? It's 2 points the other way on the fumble return. And the touchdown apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent. We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. They will throw on first down with Burrow. This goes out wide from Nixon. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Burrow picked off by a guy he won a title with at LSU, Derek Stingley. And the Texans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. First and 10, it's Stroud. He's got a man, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
On first down, here's Stroud. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Houston, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Honolulu, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens.
Nobody do it better than me, not incredibly. I do this competitively, uneditably. These falling silent when I walk up in the building. Worry about their future like I'm here to snatch their children. That line was brilliant. How I'm not already in the millions. Am I not the picture of resilience? Why they test my patience? Hyping all this lame. No one got a brain, they just be liking all the same. This is what the I'm in on industry games. I'm convinced that nobody is speaking my language. I'ma get it as so listen close when I say this. After every feel stainless. I can make a fiend go. Everything I wrote gon' smoke so dangerous. I can make an Einstein feel brainless. But look on the bright side, hope yield changes. I'ma get it started. Please give me a pardon. Cause this the type of beat that get the whole crowd marching. Time to shut it down, we made the whole town Spartan. I'm from outer space, so all my homegirls Martian. It's about to get critical. This moment is pivotal. Here to feed the streets that say my influence umbilical. We gon' make it grimy. Devil get behind me. Told you I'm the best. I done said it with my chest. So for real, nobody try me.
Down in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up down with these big frowns. They already gone by the size of me. I don't really get you. Put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose love, but pruning you suck. Gon' make way for a prodigy.
And I say, one for the money and two for the love. We the new era, so whoever may feel they above. Live in delusion, that's an illusion, that's absent of Keep it together, don't act like you didn't know what it was. I'm on a whole nother planet, I'm about to show you. This wouldn't work if we planned it, meaning you won't understand it. We act the rings like a Saturn, this feel like splitting an atom. We got involved with the pattern, so now we up and we at 'em. Watch out for my evolution. Around and start a revolution. I am more than a being, I'm an institution. If I gotta reiterate, I swear I'ma lose it. It's my world and I'm generous and let y'all peruse it. How obnoxious, she ain't got a conscience. She's okay with being a little absurd and pompous. That's because I kill it, then stick around just to haunt it. Waiting on my thank you, be grateful that I would even let you watch it.
Down in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up, down with these big crowds, they already thrown by the size of me. I don't really give a fuck, put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose the opportunity and shut, don't make way for a prodigy.
Gonna catch your breath for a second. Look at your neighbor and check in. We bout to march, so if you not get to stepping. I done told you who I am. I'm a force to be reckoned with. I think just be mad because my voice is so decadent. I'm setting the precedent. No mistakes and no accident. We ignoring the standard set because our lowest is passionate. This alone is a classic hit. I'm a verb amongst adjectives. If the industry full of and my words is a laxative. I'm a maniac on these beats. I'm insane and it's not discreet. I'm enraged because y'all ain't see it. I'm spraying on every street, entertaining no whack opinion. Who's saying we not elite? I'm over Balenciagas. I'm changing into my cleats. It's go time. It's showtime. I ain't calming down until this place is a ghost town. Tired of the faking, we bringing back Motown. No sparing this go round. I'm taking no prisoners, so prepare for a showdown.
Down in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up, down with these big crowds, they already thrown by the size of me. I don't really give a fuck, put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose the opportunity and shut, don't make way for a prodigy. Touchdown in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up, down with these big crowds, they already thrown by the size of me. I don't really give a fuck, put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose the opportunity and shut, don't make way for a prodigy.
I ain't regular. I ain't regular. I ain't regular.
Point 'em out, 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 point 'em out. Watch 'em panic. Got 2 chains on, I'm too late. Got 1 watch on my wrist. I'm round and I'm getting it. I'm young, but I ain't ignorant. They keep asking who the hell you think you are. Him, and him. They keep asking who the hell you think you is. Him, and him.
Been the best in this game for a minute. If I want it, then I'ma go get it. Ain't no asking, you know I'ma spin it. I don't go back and forth like it's tennis. I'm in mode, I've been locked on a mission. Cupid G, I ask God as my witness. I'm not pressing my bro off suspicion. Never pressing my bro off suspicion. She from Nola, she got superstition. I'm not waiting and hoping and wishing. I'm not stopping, I'm balling relentless. I'm a stepper, I'm standing on business. In the rumors, I'm minding my business. I'm a tutor, teach you how to get it. I tap in with the ones in your city. We make movies, we all the way with it.
Point 'em out, 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 point 'em out. Watch 'em panic. Got 2 chains on, I'm too late. Got 1 watch on my wrist. I'm round and I'm getting it. I'm young, but I ain't ignorant. They keep asking who the hell you think you are. Him, and him. They keep asking who the hell you think you is. Him, and him.
I told the people, yes, I'm him. I did the impossible, but I'm not Kim. Gotta be by the escalator. I'm on the rim, hit the butter with a blitz. We gon' study this film. I ain't gotta say nothing, ain't know it's for real. Country, trying to give me a meal. You want you some dollars, you got you a deal. Mr. Bushwick, Bill, tell me how you feel. No, I'm not from Dallas, but yes, I'm a cowboy. We them boys. We making loud noise. They ain't first today, I be looking like I out. Got a defensive line that'll make them sit down. Feel like a D-lineman, but still making touchdowns. Beat them in their hometown, I ain't here now one time. I've been a big bully since I was on the playground. Now I'm all grown up and I still don't play around.
Point 'em out, 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 point 'em out. Watch 'em panic. Got 2 chains on, I'm too late. Got 1 watch on my wrist. I'm round and I'm getting it. I'm young, but I ain't ignorant. They keep asking who the hell you think you are. Him, and him. They keep asking who the hell you think you is. Him,
can teach you how to get paid, how to get by,